Hello, my name is James Basson, and we were invited to design a garden for the Maia Plisetskaia square. For us, that was very difficult because as foreigners, we felt very unable to really produce something which really represented someone so important and someone so subtle and someone so extraordinary. So by research, watching films, watching how she danced differently to everybody else, we started to build a picture of how Maia Plisetskaia affected the world of ballet. And then we had to translate that into a garden. The garden's theme was bright colours, and we chose Carmen. Carmen is anything but bright colours. Basically, she's wearing black lace and wears this red hat. And so we thought firstly about the colours of the planting, and we chose to represent her approach through a whole lot of dark foliage, so it really had this slightly foreboding, slightly moody quality to the garden. And then this fire, the fire of her hat, but also the fire of her dance, the passionate way she represents her dance, and almost this sort of sexual side to how she danced, this really fiery, passionate woman. Something that wasn't, as far as I understood before, demonstrated in ballet. Something was new, something that was really Maia Plisetskaia. And then the form of the garden, we had this big heavy square with this big heavy pillar in the middle and this sculpture of her on the top. And she was very disassociated with the square, and the square was very massive and not very elegant, no dance, no form. And so we chose to put these big steel structures in. And the structures were all about the way she moved, the way she held herself, this constant. We asked around and someone said to us, the thing was so special about her was the fact that she held herself in such a poise that she was almost at breaking point every time she held herself. And so we tried to produce that tension in these big steel forms that holds her up. And so we created this space which was holding up the Maia Plisetskaia sculpture, which is sitting on this pillar, but now she's surrounded by either the past movements of the dance or by a horde of dancers around her. And so we created this very strong character of space using these big steel bent forms, and then we supported that with Miscanthus sinensis, Miscanthus gigantea, which has a similar, very tall, wandy dancing form, and it swirls through the space. So by pushing the people through the space in these swirling movements, by lifting people's eyes, we created this energy to the space. And now when we see people walk in the space and they look up, and they generally have there's this dynamism created now in the space, and it's something that we're very pleased with and very proud of and very glad to be invited.